Alright guys, this is Chris Albert here. I'm going to take you through a little comparison of some lifts done by my client Matthew Frame. Matthew's a Marine over there, over here in Southern California, and I took him on a couple of weeks ago. The videos you're going to see are 1 week apart, and what we did is we just switched his form up a little bit on the overhead press. I'm going to roll these both at the same time for you guys to see. The lower one's a little cloudy, so bear with me here. So if you look at these two videos side by side, you'll notice a couple of different things. One thing is that at the bottom here, he's getting a much better range of motion. All right, he's able to come all the way down from here. He goes up, and then he goes down again, all the way down, and he comes up again, and then down. And what you'll notice is here, his body's not moving much at all, right? Now look to the top video. You see him moving quite a bit. His body's moving. Whoops, and we'll go all the way back to the beginning so you guys can see this whole thing. So you see his body's starting to move a little bit, his stance is a little bit, and what you notice here is that he's actually leaning back quite a bit in order to get it up, and his range of motion is not really good here. He's just coming down to his nose. Now, what do we change? So you'll notice here at his very bottom point at the top, his elbows are pretty flared out. Now, what that means is that his lats are not really working here at all. He's putting all the pressure onto his shoulder joint, and his lats are doing no stabilization work, and he's really going to have a hard time here because all that pressure is just built up on his shoulders. Down here, on the other hand, and I'll bring this back down. Whoops. What I want you to see is that at the bottom, his elbows are perfectly in, and his shoulders are externally rotated. Now what that's going to do is that's going to put a lot of support from his lats. It's going to mobilize his lats. It's going to mobilize his entire upper back. So he's basically got a shelf back there to really just take him through and support him through this movement. So he's getting these nice smooth reps here. And his whole body is just stable. Here, on the other hand, you know, he's really not supporting himself. His lats aren't doing any of the work. It's all just that shoulder joint. He's not even really mobilizing much of his shoulders because he's not getting a full range of motion up here. Down here, he's actually mobilizing his entire shoulder from here to here. He's working his front delts. Then up to there, he's working his side delts, and then as he squeezes in the back, he's actually even getting some rear deltoid work. So that's just a quick change. Just remember, at the bottom, what you really want to do is externally rotate your shoulders and keep your elbows in. This is a perfect form at the bottom and a really great improvement for 1 week. This is Chris Albert. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, hit me up at gettingshredded@gmail.com.